Have you ever wondered what happened to your favorite apps you used to play and tried searching for it and it not showing up? Well, those games you're looking for is likely lost media now, which means you cannot regularly install it again unless you use an APK app or an outdated device. Let's take a peek at these lost media apps. I'm going to discuss this video and the reasons why they went lost media. You've likely heard the series called Strawberry Shortcake or its games before, but have you heard Strawberry Shortcake? Dress Up Dreams. It was my childhood where I spent countless days for an actual boring game and me remembering all of the cool characters were locked behind a paywall. The game starts at a cozy slumber party. You tap on this trunk at the foot of the bed to enter dreams. Each character had a theme. Strawberry was a princess, Cherry Jam was a pop star, and Orange Blossom, my favorite, was a detective. You'd dress them up, customize the fabric patterns, and then jump into a minigame to earn stickers for your book. Here's some footage of the gameplay.
My friends and I were having a slumber party, and we discovered a magical dress-up chest. And what does it do? It makes all of our dress-up dreams come true. Raspberry Torte always wanted to be a surfer, and Cherry Jam always wanted to be a pop star. In fact, all of my friends get to wear amazing outfits and pursue their passion. Now we want you to come and join our very bitty adventure. Let's do it!
It was relatively unique compared to other dress-up games since you had 6 characters to play and 6 total mini-games with them. But here's the thing, only 3 were free and those 3 had the most boring mini-games. And looking at their gameplay when I was a child, I was jealous considering Orange Blossom was my favorite and had my favorite mini-game, but both were locked behind a paywall. And it was actually popular as far as hitting 10 million downloads in Android alone. It was officially shut down on December 18, 2024. They discontinued this game along with several other older titles from that era. One of the major reasons why it was discontinued was a brand shift with the whole Strawberry Shortcake brand and leadership shift with Budge Studios getting acquired heavily investments in early 2026 and the studio not wanting to update it anymore. However, this next one was removed due to privacy collection violations. The game I'm talking about is Ava the 3D doll. The insane part is a lot of kids used to play this game, especially for the girly girls, and was very popular. It was originally released on December 8, 2012 and, despite people not knowing when it was removed due to the developers not announcing its removal, but I actually witnessed its removal. Here's the story. I was scrolling in November 15, 2018 and still saw it on the child section of apps, but the next day, I searched for it and it was completely gone. The game was basically dressing up Ava, feeding her, using the bathroom, which is kinda weird, playing mini-games such as rock, paper, scissors, and putting her to bed, which caused an infamous creepy bug. The bug was when you put her into sleep and closing the app. Reopening it would cause Ava to stand up instead of sleeping, and some people claim she had a blank or angry expression. Here's the clip in mind. People speculated it was removed due to the C-repeat glitch. But in reality, it's likely due to having outdated SDKs, which is a shortcut for software development kits. The software development kits that was used in the app bypassed people's privacy control and App Store delisted it due to COPPA regulations. And the SDKs used in the app made it easy to track the people playing the app and identify them across devices, which was a big violation in Google Store policies, and COPPA regulations, which protects child data and user data. That is likely the reason why it was removed, but you can still play it by getting the IP files, which is found in APK websites. I'm sad that I never got to try the game and now is a lost media. The game I'm talking about is Mobile Battlegrounds. The game was a fast-paced shooter and MOBA hybrid, which is similar to games like Brawl Star. The game entered several beta tests and had a soft launch in December 21, 2017, meaning it wasn't launched worldwide and players outside specific countries had to use APKs to play it. Here's some footage from the game.
Victory!
So it was essentially a Brawl Star competitor. It also directly used MLBB's assets, with some being reimagined in a futuristic world, such as Mia. There were also unique heroes such as KK, Viper, Amber, and Calliope, which unfortunately didn't get to the original game, MLBB. It was officially shut down on April 20, 2018, with the reasoning as adjustment of the business strategic development, though it was likely several major factors that resulted in the shutdown, such as the game actually cannibalizing the player base of MLBB, Mountain likely focusing on the main game, and Riot suing Mountain at that time. And speaking of Riot, Riot Games actually made a tower defense game named League of Legends Turret Defense. It was Riot's take on the tower defense genre and had 3 modes: normal, hard, and endless. It also had 50 regular waves that gets harder each wave. By release, it received warm reception despite the game actually being a buggy mess. Here's some footage of the game itself. I low-key remember not even born when this game was released since. It was officially released in December 23, 2009. Despite its reception, it was short-lived and was shut down sometime in 2010 due to conflicts between Riot and the developer Orange Labs Studio, and consequently delisted from the App Store and was considered lost media. For a decade, people thought it was fully lost until it was found by the Reddit user Geldrigan_ in 2024. I'll link his Reddit post in the description so you can check it out. Though it's only runnable in 32-bit iOS device that hasn't dropped support for older apps such as the iPhone 5. It's sad considering I'm a big League fanatic, and I would have loved to try out the game. But you know what would make me happy? You hitting the subscribe and like button. And if you made it this far, comment down below the word dream to let me know. Bye bye, my chocos.